It was supposed to be a quiet, wholesome family evening. Pumpkins glowed softly in Montecito's front yards. Little ghosts and goblins ran from house to house. And somewhere among them, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, with their 2 children, 6-year-old Prince Archie and 4-year-old Princess Lilibet, blended into the California Halloween night. But what began as an ordinary family celebration turned into yet another media frenzy, with British tabloids and lifestyle magazines scrambling to get a piece of the story and the clicks that come with it. According to page 6, Harry and Meghan's neighbours scored quite the treat this Halloween as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex took Archie and Lilibet trick-or-treating through Santa Barbara on Friday night. The report described the family as relaxed, casual, and, dare we say, entirely normal. Meghan wore a simple black shirt and sweatpants, accessorised with what appeared to be a playful rainbow butterfly cape, a perfect touch of whimsy for the occasion. Harry, keeping to his signature down-to-earth vibe, walked alongside her in a black polo and jeans. Their 2 children were the real stars of the show. Archie, dressed as a little ant, carried his candy bag with the kind of determination every 6-year-old takes to Halloween night. Lilibet, on the other hand, fluttered around as a tiny green firefly full of energy and wonder. And just like that, the Sussex family became the talk of both California streets and British headlines. Even from thousands of miles away, UK editors couldn't resist turning this family moment into front-page fodder. But what really caught people's attention were the small, human details. Harry, ever the hands-on dad, carried 2 bottles of what appeared to be some local drink, while Meghan held a stemless wine glass because, in that Santa Barbara neighbourhood, it's a fun local tradition. Candy for the kids and a glass of wine for the grown-ups. It was light-hearted, wholesome, and incredibly relatable. But as we've seen time and again, relatability doesn't stop the British media machine. Within hours, page 6's photos were picked up by a cascade of outlets. Hello, Magazine, People, US Weekly, and even The Sun, who published their own take titled "Meghan Markle posts family video ahead of Halloween in clearest glimpse of kids, yet as Harry carves pumpkins." And just like that, the UK media found a way to frame the story as part of a bigger royal saga, even when all the Sussexes did was trick-or-treat with their children. Now, let's pause and think about what's really happening here. When Harry and Meghan step outside, it's news. When they take a stroll with their kids, it's content. When Meghan wears a butterfly cape, that becomes symbolism. And when Harry carries bottles for the grown-up wine tradition, you can almost hear the tabloids spinning their stories before the night even ends. This is the reality of being Harry and Meghan. Even family moments become public currency. Just days before Halloween, Meghan gave fans a little glimpse into the Sussex family's daily life during a chat with her close friend Courtney Adamo at the Godmother's bookstore in Montecito. She said, "The first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is turn the music on in the house." A small, warm detail, but one that paints a picture of their home life. Joyful, peaceful, and rooted in routine. She also shared that she always travels with a candle because she's, quote, "so conscious and sensitive to fragrance, and I associate that with home." Simple but powerful, a sense of grounding. But what really melted hearts was her rose and thorn ritual, a parenting practice she uses to encourage her children to express their emotions. She explained that rather than asking Archie or Lilibet, "Did you have a good day?" she asks them, "What's your rose and what's your thorn?" It's about going deeper than a yes or no about emotional honesty. And when Meghan told the audience that 4-year-old Lilibet had recently replied, "My day was just a blast," the crowd laughed and cheered. It was a reminder. Behind all the media noise, there's just a family raising 2 kids, teaching gratitude, empathy, and self-awareness. Earlier in October, Meghan had already given the world a glimpse of her heart as a mum and advocate when she shared unseen photos of Lilibet in a powerful post for International Day of the Girl. Her message read, "To all the girls, this world is yours. Do everything you can to protect your rights, use your voice, support each other. We will do the same for you. It's your right and our responsibility." Then she added, "Go get 'em, girl! Happy International Day of the Girl." It was empowering, unapologetically feminist, and deeply personal. Now back to the Halloween outing, because while it looked like a sweet family night, it became something much bigger in the eyes of the press. By Saturday morning, the photos had made their way to nearly every entertainment site in the US and UK. Page 6 had the first scoop. Then People magazine and Hello followed suit. By Sunday, the Mirror, Daily Express and The Sun had already begun speculating on everything from what this means for the Sussexes' American life to how the royal family might react. All that from trick-or-treating. And that's where the irony lies. Because while the Sussexes have stepped away from royal duties to live more privately, the UK media's obsession has only intensified. The truth is, stories about Harry and Meghan sell. They guarantee engagement. They drive clicks. They boost views. So even when they're just being parents, the tabloids turn them into royal celebrities again this time, on their own terms. Let's be honest, the British press cannot quit the Sussexes. It's been nearly 5 years since the couple stepped down from royal duties, yet their names remain headline gold. The Daily Mail, Express, Mirror, Sun, they all jump on every story, desperate to squeeze out angles like American Dream, Royal Divide, or California Fairy Tale. Even lifestyle magazines like Hello and OK. UK have learned that putting Meghan's face on the cover means guaranteed sales. It's almost poetic. The couple the tabloids tried to destroy are now their main source of revenue. And this Halloween story was no different. From Page 6's family snapshots to People's glowing write-up about adorable costumes, and the Sun's desperate attempt to spin it as a rare glimpse of the kids, it's clear. The Sussexes don't have to attend a royal event or do a high-profile interview to dominate headlines. All they have to do is show up as parents, neighbours, humans, and the media scrambles. But here's the deeper truth that the headlines miss. Moments like this aren't PR. They're parenting. Harry and Meghan aren't performing for cameras, they're simply living life, allowing their kids to experience the childhood they never had. Free, fun, and unfiltered. And that perhaps is the most revolutionary thing about their post-royal journey. Let's talk about the UK media scramble for a second, because this is where things get interesting. British editors know that the Sussexes no longer participate in royal schedules. They don't attend Trooping the Colour. They don't join balcony moments. So any candid photo becomes a goldmine. That scarcity drives the frenzy. When Page 6 dropped those Halloween pictures, the British tabloids rushed to write their own takes, reusing the same photos under their own angles, insiders, sources, experts. It's a race for relevance. The Mirror framed it as proof of California contentment. The Express speculated that the couple were living their best life away from the UK. The Sun ran a headline hinting that Meghan's colourful butterfly cape symbolised her freedom from the monarchy. Freedom. Butterfly, California. You can practically feel the editorial board brainstorming how to turn a fun kids' night into a philosophical statement. Meanwhile, Hello magazine published its own gentle take, celebrating the adorable Halloween family moment and pointing out how Harry and Meghan were blending right in with the Montecito community. Across the Atlantic, People magazine focused on the sweetness of the children's costumes, writing, "The Sussex family enjoyed a festive night out with neighbours, a rare glimpse into their private life in California." That's the difference in tone. US outlets are softer, celebratory, lifestyle-driven. UK outlets, they can't resist the dig. And that difference has everything to do with the Sussexes' complicated relationship with the British press. For years, the couple have spoken openly about how the tabloids' constant harassment affected their mental health and family life. They've taken publications to court. They've called out false reporting. So now, when the UK media tries to profit off their happiness, their family photos, their quiet moments, it feels almost ironic. The same press that chased them out of the UK now relies on them for traffic. Let's be real, the Halloween outing shows that Harry and Meghan are thriving in California. They're raising their kids in a safe, loving environment, surrounded by friends and community, not paparazzi, outside every door. They're carving out a life defined by freedom and authenticity. And that, more than anything, drives the British media mad. Because it contradicts the narrative they've spent years pushing, that Harry would be lost without the royal family, that Meghan regrets leaving, that California was a mistake. Yet here they are, smiling, parenting, thriving. In the grand scheme of things, this Halloween outing is symbolic. It's not about costumes or candy. It's about contrast. The contrast between the life they left duty, constraint, hierarchy, and the life they've built freedom, joy, equality. When Harry and Meghan walk down a Santa Barbara street hand in hand, it's not just a family moment. It's a statement. We're happy, we're free, and we're done playing your game. And while the UK press continues to chase clicks off their name, the Sussexes are busy creating memories for their children, the kind of memories that can't be faked, edited, or monetized. Pumpkin carving with Dad, dancing in the kitchen to morning music, trick-or-treating with neighbourhood kids. Simple things, but for this family, revolutionary ones. At the heart of it, what makes the UK media scramble so absurd is that the Sussexes no longer need them. They have their own platform, their own voice, their own following. When Meghan posts something on Instagram, it reaches millions directly without a middleman twisting her words. When they attend a public event, photos come from friendly photographers, not tabloid ambushes. They've reclaimed their narrative, and Halloween 2025 just proved it again. And yet, even as they live freely, the headlines keep coming. Every week, the same cycle. Outrage, obsession, spin, repeat. But the more Harry and Meghan focus on their family and positive causes, the more obvious it becomes who's really winning. Because for all the noise from the UK media, what people remember are the smiles, the warmth, and the joy of that Halloween walk. The Sussexes aren't just surviving, they're redefining royal parenthood in the modern world. They've taken everything that was expected of them, duty, image, tradition, and replaced it with authenticity, individuality, and love. And no amount of media scrambling can take that away. So the next time the tabloids explode over something as ordinary as trick-or-treating, remember, they're not angry about costumes, they're angry about freedom. Because Harry and Meghan embody what the British press can't control anymore, a royal couple who don't need royal approval. And for their children, Archie and Lilibet, that's the greatest gift of all. A childhood full of laughter, curiosity and peace. A world where being royal doesn't mean being trapped. It's just about being loved. That's what this Halloween moment captured. A happy family, a normal night, and a press corps that once again proved it can't look away even from joy. Because deep down, the truth is simple. Harry and Meghan are living the story the tabloids said was impossible, and they're doing it beautifully.